Whiplash normally occurs from a car accident, but it could be from a sports injury, a fall, and is basically the head moving suddenly and forcefully. And in this video, we're going to go through exercises that you can do to help. Hi, my name's Rob from AMR Physio, and when looking at whiplash, also known as whiplash associated disorder or a WAD, it can occur in different grades of severity. Grade 0 is no problems with the neck. Grade 1 is neck pain or stiffness, but with full movement. Grade 2 is a neck complaint and a reduction in movement. Grade 3 is a neck complaint with nerve signs, so pain, pins and needles or numbness down into the arm or hand. Grade 4 is a fracture or dislocation, and most places will use the Canadian C-spine rules to determine if they need to image for this, which you can see more if you pause here. Generally, if you think you've got whiplash, you should get this checked out regardless, but especially if you fall into grade 3 or above. If you're falling more into grade 2 or below, we have exercises that can help, starting with exercise 1, which is range of movement. It's really important to keep the neck moving. Gone are the days of neck collars, and the worst you can do is just bed rest. Saying that though, you also do need to be resting, but ensuring you're adding in neck movements regularly through the day. The main ones you want to be doing are rotations, so looking one side and then the other. Side flexions, so you're bringing your ear to one side and then to the other. You may not be able to get full range here, and that's fine. Just go into the range you can. The importance here is that you're doing it consistently. Also, don't force into the range if it's causing you to grimace. Go less than that, no matter how small the movement has to be. A bit of discomfort will be normal though. While you're working on recovery, you definitely want to avoid anything that can really irritate symptoms, which forcing exercises can do. But also look at your day-to-day. If sat for long periods, ensure breaking that up and regular movements, and definitely avoid anything like contact sports or things that may cause further issues with the neck. Exercise 2 is isometrics. This will involve activating the muscles around the neck without actually having to move the neck itself. Use your hand to push the head into it. Do this for all directions, so pushing into the hand forwards, pushing backwards, or you can do this against a wall if you want instead. Sideways, so pushing the side of your head into your hand. Do this both sides, and you can also do it as you're resisting rotation both sides as well. You want to hold these for a few seconds, relax, and then repeat, working to build the number of reps up. Exercise 3 is chin tucks. Simplest way to do this is just standing. Tuck your chin in while looking straight forward still, almost as though getting pulled up from the head. To really get the most out of this, you need some thoracic extension as well. So sticking your chest out as you tuck your chin in. Like with any of the movements, if it's painful, just don't go as far into the range initially. You can also do this laid down, tucking your chin in and then relaxing. And to make this harder, you can start then lifting the head off the bed very slightly to activate more deeper neck flexor muscles. Exercise number 4 is body movements. Do this mainly with rotation. So you're rotating the body one side, but you're keeping your head straight looking forward. So basically your eyes stay fixed on a point, but you're moving your body around, which is actually giving neck movement. To make this even harder, you can also start doing this with movement, so actually walking while rotating your body, but again keeping that head in a straight plane. Exercise 5 is some scapular exercises, so this will involve moving the shoulder blades. A classic one you can do with this is shrugs to hit the upper traps, because they can get very tight here. You don't want to go too heavy with this. You might just start with no weight at all, just lifting your shoulders up and relaxing them down. If that's too easy or you can't really feel anything, then you can start adding some weights in to make this a bit more challenging and to progress it. You also want to work on scapular retraction, so bring the shoulder blades together, squeezing and slowly relaxing. Again, it might be that you just do this without any weight and just doing the natural movement. Or to make this harder, you can use a band or you can use cables to pull that apart and get that scapular retraction that way. You can also use heat, which you'll likely find helpful during all stages of recovery. And now you know which exercises are helpful, you also need to know what rep ranges to do and how to progress them. Otherwise, you won't be able to implement the rehab effectively. We have it all covered in this video here. So watch that next if you want to learn about how to effectively and safely progress the reps and exercises and other pointers of how to approach recovery in the best way.